Sadly, I don't have that much photos of what games you introduced Justin to. Justin have some of the games saved of what games you introduced him to. He still has Atlantica in his library. He hasn't got rid of it yet. And I know he's staying away from Scott Children of Light because you already knew that Atlas is dead. And yes, it's true. Kaiso killed Atlas. So you won't be expecting Justin to pop up in your comfort game. He's not gonna come back. And he's not gonna come back to Terraria, even though a lot of his friends play Terraria. And Justin got involved. His friends try to convince Justin to play Minecraft, but he won't come back to Minecraft after what he witnessed. Of course, at the time, you remember Justin, before you two got separated, Justin was introducing you to a cobble mod, and that was like the last thing Justin remembers before you two got separated. Now, I do have some screenshots from Terraria, but it was one of the days where you and Aura were together, and Justin was oblivious that you two were falling in love without Justin realizing it. And I noticed you were like standing with Aura while Justin was off to do his own thing. I was extremely skeptical about what you two were doing, but Justin thought it was just a casual, friendly Terraria gameplay. But I noticed there was some realization at your end that you've already made a decision that you're scared to tell Justin, and when you told him, you knew how he's gonna react. Basically, that kind of realization is the part when I noticed something's gonna go wrong. I already knew you lost feelings for him years ago, and I instantly knew you were more comfortable chatting with Aura more than Justin. And that was your biggest mistake. You could have told Justin sooner that you've already had feelings for someone else. It would have been much more tamer than what it was earlier. Because you didn't know Justin was going through a lot at the time. All the drama Justin dealt was actually getting to his head. He only trusted you because that's all he has. He didn't think anything else. And what you or have is honestly just basic. I wish I had more to say about what my perspective of what Aura is, but it's honestly basic. It's generic, boring. Because why would a Void Hunter Data Galactic be? It's like enemy versus enemy. And if I'm being honest, we never knew what it was. You thought I was just a human. Well, Justin didn't exactly have an identity on the internet. So I am something that even you might not know what to say. I've been watching you for my entire life. I'm just the version that you see. And the one you're watching right now is the version that Justin sees. And honestly, your first thought is, why didn't Justin tell you this sooner? Simple. He was scared of how you'll react when Justin didn't know what to see himself as. That's why the thumbnail has Jaden as the main avatar, because it was a new identity he built for Justin. He was afraid that he'll change, so he locked it away, knowing he'll actually evolve from what he was originally. We're basically his mentor on what his next identity was like. So you were also guiding him. And this spot right here was a sign that Justin could have ran away from his problems. But he learned a valuable lesson on actively confronting his problems, because he sees a world where a problem can be solved if he's straightforward with it. Of course, he was like that with you when he noticed there was like a lot of things that you're not comfortable with, and it's pretty obvious that you're too comfortable in your comfort zone and need to socialize more. But you aren't the type of person that wants to get out of the comfort zone, because you already found your calm, and you already found your home. It's definitely not the real world, I'll give you that, but you already found what you want to do with your life. Justin just wanted to build a family with you, and he still hasn't found his purpose. So you were basically teaching him how to live life the way you do. And why exactly is this episode based on Justin's villagers? It's the same concept Justin has thought of throughout the years, and it translates to how he views the majority of the connections he has. Each arc represents a straightforward rookie and a mentor. Bella was the rookie. And fun fact, Greta in Justin's headcanon is Bella's great-great-granddaughter, a mentor to Mo. But let's go to like a more serious area, so that way you can have a better understanding on why Justin structured these videos before he moves on with his life. Yet again, we're back here. You know, whenever I go to this room, I take a look at Luna's bed. Not her cat, Luna, it's the official name of the bed. It's the only item obtainable when you're getting introduced to the dream state. But back to the topic at hand. So, Bella has been a chaotic villager in Burbank. There's times where she doesn't think straight. And of course, her connections with Bill has been extremely complicated with him and Nibbles. Nibbles thought she was Nibbles thought that Bill was cheating on him. But it turns out that Bill got himself into a situation where Bill's finding out the truth on the dark secrets behind what Burbank actually is. Bill actually was speechless that he's not the protagonist as he originally was. He's not even the original Bill that he once thought. And same goes to any villagers that I have. And this guy that you once knew is already dead. The original Jabaichi on 24 Sky has been expired years ago. He already lost Sky years ago, and you just see the storyboard version of it, which has some of your memories in it. That is why Justin Sky is loyal to him, because it has some resemblance of you, the positive aspects of who you were. So you can trust Sky on recovering and turning under your name. She always liked you, and she still does. She's just now seeing the truth on what you did to Justin. But I don't think she doesn't realize of what she did to what Justin did to you yet. But I know she'll find out eventually, and I know she'll make the right decision. But now back to the topic at hand, because I'm doing a terrible job trying to give out a straightforward message behind this video. This episode is a Parita episode. Parita was an interesting individual to encounter. She is translated to what Justin is in real life. She overthinks a lot. She always overthinks a lot of things. She noticed the tiniest details that even I don't know. When I first met Parita back in Toluca, the only thing I think about is she was a true villager based on a dog in my life. We both became best friends. She originally didn't care much about what I am as a person, as every snooty villager. And eventually, she noticed me talking to other villagers. And I was like, being nice to them, being generous to them. And of course, I had done the same things that I've always done in Animal Crossing. Just do what I have to do best. Taking care of what everyone's problems are, what their missions are. Them asking me for favors and stuff. That kind of stuff. Then eventually, and I always remember each and every interaction based on what I remember them. Parita was like the same way. She actually grew attached to me instantly, as if she was a tsundere or something. But after being separated into Toluca, she saw a side that could potentially have abandonment issues. So I guess Parita instantly wanted to see me every single day. It made me feel concerned after what I witnessed Justin go through, because Justin has very bad attachment issues, and I didn't want to break Parita's heart, and so I accepted it. What I didn't realize, she was way smarter, as she instantly figured me out instantly on what I am, and tried to impersonate Sky. The moment when I saw her using the catchphrase airmail, my first speculation is, has she been asking Sky some questions about me, and also joined in the same boat as Bella was? And then I realized what Parita's role was. She is the mentor of a dire situation where Justin could actually die in real life. She really cares about Justin, and it's another important villager Justin kept into his cast. And since she's labeled as a mentor, she's teaching something. She's teaching Justin something that you couldn't teach him. What is it like to be comfortable in your negative self? Yeah, actual negativity itself. If that's like a sign that he's not really embracing what you remembered him by, or what he remembers you by, he also is embracing what his negative traits were and how to turn them into positive traits. And out of all the mentors Justin made, the version of an echoing guardian was by far the worst. Rita taught him how to be mature at a young age. Zell, who was actually the businessman, actually taught him what actual corporate maturity looks like. Kurt, before Zell moved in, taught him the basic of what's it like to be a man. He may be grumpy, he may be someone that isn't straightforward, but he knows how to be mature enough to have someone's back and be their shield. That is kind of why Justin didn't mind having you vent out a lot of the times, because he understands where you're coming from. Unfortunately, Robin was supposed to be the mentor of what it's like to be with someone that is not a guy, someone that's supposed to be you. At first glance, everything was fine, but I didn't realize Robin was influencing Willow to be petty about each and every personality. She built connections, trying to shift the dynamic I once knew. What's worse, she's actually the only villager that hates me. I tried contacting her to do the recast relay, but she doesn't want to be involved in it at all. Robin hates me, and I just accepted it because I can't do anything about that. And once she heard that you two were separated, she was instantly packing her shit and just leave Berkeley. You didn't care about. She really loved being labeled as an Echo Nightwing symbolism. She took the role too seriously. I never knew why, as she didn't have to. She was just casually hanging out bourbon, but it highly affected Bill personally, because I know he cared about her a lot. She was the reason why she created the Feather Protectors. I guess she had different plans. She saw the truth of what I am and what I was capable of. And at some point, she wanted to expose on what I truly am to everyone. I didn't care. And I guess Robin was scared that she knew you lost feelings for me. Like she always admired you, Echo. That's all I could say. Robin always admired you and tried to be you. Tried to teach everyone like what your mindset was like. But of course, the influence I gave around Burbank was too much. And none of them believed her perspective like you did. So Robin tried to force all the people that I cared about to move out. That itself is like similar to how people have that's similar to how you're being two-faced, Echo. You may be kind on the inside, but your true intentions hides from the outside. That's what makes you dangerous. And you probably figure out once how I knew you had that personality. Well, there's one thing that I always notice from you. You always have that face expression that you don't want to be here. That's a common occurrence of disrespect. There's times where I've noticed you don't even want to show up into some of Justin's events. You question everything Justin has been invested in. And there's even times where you even question some of Justin's ideas. I don't know what's up with you, but it sounds like you don't even want to be involved in the first place. You only cared about the positive aspect of Justin. You didn't personally care about what he likes. And that itself pisses me off. He always talked positively about you, even after you two are separated. Even some of the jokes he made are just positive. Even every negative thoughts are positives. Everything Justin thinks about you is very wholesome. He always thinks about you being extremely careful on how you actually tackle problems, but you never do the same to Justin. And I could just tell it got worse thanks to what I did. I don't know what's your problem with him. He's just a guy who doesn't understand you. Is that hard to explain? I'll never know because the current you are just too stubborn to see what I see. I'm just trying to show you that you really fumbled. Justin was trying to help you the best way he can. And your response is just move on from the only chance you can have a better life with it. You should try to fight for a better future for you. He knows he can't do anything about it. He knows he's not fit enough to be the man of the house. He just wanted to help you in any way possible. He was originally trying to commission you, but his fears got in the way that you might reject it. That's like a huge call out of how much Justin knows you too well. He already knows what your decision is, and he already knows you won't listen to him at all. And if he's still convinced that he's still trying to win you back, I don't know what is wrong with you. You always think like this. You always expect the worst instead of the alternatives. You never think ahead. And this decision Justin made is the only decision he has. He has to move on from you because you yourself is slowly killing him. It's not related to the real you, it's the ideal version of you. And a lot of people around Justin's circle knows this too. Your influence in Justin's life is too much. You basically became a natural goddess into Justin's head. It's terrifying, even for you, because you never think of yourself highly and stuff, because it will make you like a bad person. But Justin did this to himself. He truly think highly of you, and it's something he shouldn't be doing in the first place. He can't love you forever, Becca. He is running out of patience with you. He waited 6 years to fix herself. And including the breakup, when you broke up with him and moved on with Aura, he was still waiting for you. He was a psychopath for just waiting for you entirely when we both know it's not gonna be possible. Justin's mindset is straightforward. He truly loved you. But that's something You never notice. You only see the obvious. You never think back into all the tiniest details Justin went through. You knew Animal Crossing was a big deal. You were on the right track. You had the right mindset. But you never dug deeper. You never asked on why I am different from the Justin you knew. I'm someone that is extremely neutral to everything. I can't forgive Justin on what he did to you. Because I knew he would fumble the relationship. I knew you were a bad influence to him. But it doesn't excuse on what I said. Or what I said about you for the past couple of months. I was only doing it just to make Justin move on from me. Because the thoughts of you in his head is slowly killing him. I had no other choice. I'm afraid that Justin will kill himself just because he was wishing. I'm scared that he won't find true love again just because you're just stuck in his head for eternity. You're the only person Justin thinks about all the time. I don't know why you had to leave him when he feels that all he got was you. He knows he has his family to support. He knows he has his friends. And I know there's people that cares about him are rooting for Justin. He needs to see he has people he cares about. And having him stuck with you is a bad side that he needs to work on. He's been alone for the rest of his life. And you were actually the only positive experience Justin had in his entire life. You were the reason why he connected with his family. You were the reason why he actually gave a damn about everything. You're the reason why he actually thought of everyone. And you were actually the reason why he was compassionate with everything. He used to be selfish. He used to think that the world revolves around him. He never listened to his mom back in Chicago. But it was your voice telling him to listen. And it was that same voice to tell you to abandon you. Your arc echo was not based on the real you. You were the villain echo of an echoing guardian. You fed his ideals. You left them alone to base his ideals. You never dug deeper into this. And I know you won't care anymore. So please, stop believing Justin will reach out to you. And please, let go of the you being scared of Justin. It just shows you're in Kaizo's head. Because this is what Kaizo wants you to think. And if you do anything to him, then Kaizo wins. Or don't even interact with Justin at all. Just focus on yourself. Justin stayed away from you because of Kaizo. It's not even a joke. You knew Justin, you eventually learned from these couple of months that Justin has multiple identities of himself. So you know Kaizo's a part of Justin that Justin doesn't discover himself. That is the Justin you should be afraid of. Not me. Not the Justin you knew. Kaizo is the one that sabotaged your relationship. He's based on Justin's actual inner demons. He's actually based on your biggest fears. The actions Justin has done to you. He did it behind your back. And what's worse, he can go off as many identities. So you know damn well he pretended to be you. He was patiently waiting for his grand reveal. He was the reason why Pandora's box was created. He knew the relationship between Toko and Valerie. He also knew the conditions of why Minty is going insane and why Tomoki has been snatched by the Collector. Everything is all pointed to Kaizo. I can't explain everything that he did in an Echoing Guardian, because he doesn't exist in the database. He was missing through the entirety of an Echoing Guardian. And the main reason why I keep mentioning about an Echoing Guardian is because it's based on how Just remembers around those years. He wasn't positive. He was battling himself on how his feelings are. And slowly, you witness him being angry with himself. And that's when you made the move to break up with him. Justin was damaging himself, slowly corrupting himself, and each and every time you were uncomfortable. Every time you doubted him, and every time you hesitated, he always beats himself up. Every hesitation, every negativity you experience relating to him, he always does that to himself because he doesn't know how to love you. He really doesn't know who you are because you never explain it to him straightforward. You never are comfortable sharing how your day is time to time, and even if you do, you still don't open up like you used to. It's stuff like this what makes it scary. Every day, I already know you're not gonna listen. Which is why this message isn't for you, it's for a situation there. A future situation where you are actually gonna look back and actually ask yourself these questions as I did. But at the time you're watching this, you realize that Justin changed, and you started questioning yourself, and you started looking back into these videos, including the first episode, and then there, you realize the truth. So, yes, Justin changed. Echo doesn't think about you anymore. He got rid of the habit of relying on you a lot. He can rely on himself now. But it costed your perspective. And the final countdowns were just signs that you're slowly being forgotten. One of your greatest fears. And I know you're gonna hate it, but it's cost of Justin bettering himself. He needs to let go of that fear. He needs to let go of making disappointed, letting go of making you scared. He has to take a risk, because that's what Justin is. He always takes risks when his life is on the line. You knew this about him too, and you were scared of him. You never would do this to anyone. Just face it, you would never know what to do in this situation when you truly love someone. You always ask for guidance. Justin always has a game plan of what he needs to do with himself. And in this situation, by the time you're watching this, he's dealing with a bitch who won't listen, who is love-struck with a void hunter of her ideals, fighting the same battle he once fought, but this time in a female's perspective. The current you now thinks it was a paradise, which is something Justin saw with you. But over time, when you're trying to improve yourself, trying to make yourself his ideals, eventually crumples down from what others view you, or what rumors you heard from others. You instantly didn't believe Justin at first when he disapproves of the relationship in general, saying that the relationship will bungle. Well, you forgot that Justin has exes. He already he went to this route, he already went to this road before. And you are still new to dating. It's very rare to find someone loyal, and I know Aura isn't. Because I already know what type of guy he is. All I had to do was just take one good look at the man and instantly know what he is. And what's funny too, you showed me who he looks like. So you already doomed yourself while you showed Justin who he looks like. It's these tiny details we don't even notice. I'm sorry if you don't want to hear this, Echo, but this is for your own good. Justin is slowly forgetting about you. I don't have time to be supportive. I am someone you can trust, even if it's something you're uncomfortable with. Sometimes you have to face the truth and put aside your feelings. Because you can't be compassionate with everyone. You did that with Justin. That was good. That was a good step for you to stand up for yourself. But over time, you've learned that Justin is the type of person that shouldn't be messed with. Because you've learned the hard way. Anything personal Justin didn't like will be revealed to the public. And even if you try to call him out, he's always ready to have evidence to support his claim. He's always the type of person that always sticks by the truth. He hates it when people lies, when he has experience of lying himself. And with you, he only lied to you once. And you wanna know what that lie is?
Since I'm not in a relationship anymore, did you have feelings for anyone?
That is the start when Justin straight up lied to you. Follow up by,
I'd say go for it.
that is the lie Justin straight up told you about. He influenced you to go with your best friend. His original intentions was to push you away. Because he didn't want you to see him beating himself up emotionally. Just a crap. And throughout the months, you remembered him being extremely negative to you, being treated differently than other people. You were beating yourself up, witnessing a downfall of your perspective of him. I'm sorry, you had to witness that.
다음 주 라운드.
Promise I wouldn't use this project. I don't want Leisure to go to waste. I trust the audience with her. In fact, let me add Project Leisure as an avatar.